The sound of gunfire and heavy artillery rings out in Idlib's skyline. We're with the UN observers in Idlib, and there's been some pretty heavy gunfire going on throughout the night here. Now, whilst the government seemingly has very tight control of the central area, out in the rural areas of Idlib, and the fierce fighting's continuing. There's no ceasefire here. Both sides, we're told, are violating the peace plan. We'd followed the UN observers into Idlib, on the way passing through Homs and Hama, other areas monitors are based, and areas that have seen some of the most destructive fighting. As we pass through Homs, we have a brief and emotional conversation with a resident.
After, when safety, area safety, we will work.
And what do people in Homs feel about the fighting that happened?
Everybody's scared.
The tears he tries hard not to shed perfectly encapsulate the level of devastation that has been wreaked on people's lives here throughout the course of the conflict. It's on to Idlib, and a stretch of road that's known for being extremely dangerous. It's a journey that would have been near impossible without the UN presence, and with the volatile situation, criminal gangs are thought to operate in this area. We find Idlib under siege-like conditions, a quiet and intimidated city.
I don't know, since a year and a half ago, no one knows what's happening. We go to sleep and wake up with fear. Some say it's the government and others say it's armed groups. We don't know who's doing that. We're lost.
We get a chance to meet Idlib's governor and ask him about the situation here.
Even if there is a little unrest in some areas or in a few spots, it's due to people who are breaking the law.
Checkpoint after checkpoint, but then we enter into an area outside of government control. And it's a unique chance to see the UN monitors in action. Almost a month into the peace plan, and UN monitors are making small steps on the ground, but it's going to be a slow process. Throughout the course of the conflict, it's been hard to come to some of the areas where the fiercest fighting's happening and get a gauge of exactly what the situation is on the ground. The UN observers travelling to some of these areas have given some access. But what we see is a frightened population, and the city, whose symbol is the olive branch, the symbol of peace, is right now a city at civil war. Sara Firth, RT, Idlib.